Hi everyone, it's Amber from The Sensible Mama. In today's video, we're going to be taking a very practical approach to looking at different sized diaper bags. I've done videos like this in the past, but I think it's good to keep them fresh and keep coming out with new ones using different bags and showing these kind of product comparisons for you. Today what I'm going to be doing is showing a small, medium, and large diaper bag and a few key things that you might be carrying with you in your diaper bag and how those things fit inside of each one of these bags. The goal here is to help you understand which bag might be the right one for you based on the way that you pack. It's really important to keep in mind that if everyone packed the same things in the same way, we would all be fighting over the same one singular diaper bag, and there wouldn't be so many different diaper bag brands and styles out there. So it's really important that you not judge yourself as you kind of think about how much you are packing or how little you're packing. The truth is, we all have different needs for what we carry, and usually there is a bag to meet every single person's need. So the intention of this video is not to tell you what kind of bag you should be getting. It is to give you some information to help you figure out which bag might be best for you. So I want to go ahead and get into today's video, but before we do, here is a quick word from our sponsor, which is my business, thesensiblemama.com. The Sensible Mama is an online baby boutique for babies, toddlers, big kids, and moms. Our warehouse is located in Atlanta, Georgia, and we are mama-owned and mama-operated. Our website, thesensiblemama.com, is a place where you can find all of the best-known names in the industry researched by us. We are also the home of LYMIA brand, which is a high-end line of diaper bags, sunglasses, and accessories designed by me with busy moms on the go in mind. While you're there, make sure you sign up for our Sensible Reward program or apply for the affiliate program to start earning money either through cash back in the store or directly deposited to your bank account. Lastly, make sure you're following The Sensible Mama on Instagram to be ahead of the game for all store news and product launches. And with that said, let's get right back into today's content. All right, so now that you've heard a little bit about my business, I do want to let you know that two of the bag styles I'm showing you today, the LYMIA brand Nylon Sophie, which is my own brand, as well as the TWELVElittle companion backpack, these are the medium and large options that I'm showing you today, are available at The Sensible Mama. So if you want to check those out after watching the video, they will be linked in the description box below. In the past, I broke down a very unscientific bar graph of how I think the size of diaper bags sort of shifts based on how old your child is and how much you need to pack. I'm going to insert a clip of that right here, but if you've already watched that old video, I made it probably right about a year ago, I think. If you've seen that video before and this is not new information to you, I will put a timestamp right here for you to skip right to the bag comparisons. But if you feel that seeing a bar graph of which kind of size bag is, in my opinion, best for you based on what age your kid is, you can check that out right now. All right, so this is a graph that I've shown you guys in some of my YouTube videos before. This is basically breaking down my kind of understanding after years of packing diaper bags of what size you need at different stages. So down here, we've got newborn 2 months all the way up to 3 and 4 years old. And here we have a very scientific scale of not a lot, medium, and a ton. And here's my basic sort of point of view on this. A lot of people think that when you have a newborn, you need a large bag, but actually you need a small one. There is a very small amount of stuff that you need in the newborn phase. For me, the largest time when I needed a really large bag was right here, sort of coming up around the 6 to 8 month mark, 12 months down to 1 year and 2 year, and sort of tapering off into 3 and 4 year. I needed less and less. So the way that I like to look at this is in the newborn phase, newborn to 2 months, you probably can use a small bag. If you're in the like 3 to 4 year and up club, you probably need a small bag. In this middle area here, 4 months to, well actually probably more like 6 months to 2 years is when you're probably gonna want a large bag. And then medium bags fall in here. And there's some overlap, obviously, but this is my favorite way to kind of think about if you're looking at what bag you need for what age range. This is how I go about thinking of this. You start off small, move into medium and large, then go back down to medium and then small. All right, so let's dive right into all of these bags. The first one I'm going to show you today is the small bag. That is the Itzy Ritzy Mini. This is a very, very small bag, but it's actually surprising how much it will hold. This is a bag that I really feel is great for moms with newborns, all the way maybe up to the 2-month-old range. And then when your kids are three to 4 and up, this is a really great size. This is my old bag that has been in a box in the warehouse for a long time, so she's a little beat up and I'm sorry about that. This is more just to show you the size anyway. This bag has 2 bottle pockets. I will say this is not a very stretchy bottle pocket, so you're not going to be able to fit like a really big bottle or water vessel for yourself in there. Just not that that's good or bad, it's just something of note. You have a big pocket down in the front here to put little grab and go items. You have a pretty spacious zipper here in the back. Adjustable backpack straps, of course. And then of course the inside, which again, this bag is a mess. Don't look down on this bag just because of my mess, okay? Inside you have a pretty spacious interior with 2 bottle pockets on the inside, which I don't find very useful in my opinion. It's very hard to put drinks in there, but if you're wanting to put little quick grab and go things, that does count as like an extra spot to store stuff. Then you have a mesh pocket right here and another mesh pocket here on the front. We're gonna look at all of these bags in more depth in a moment, but first I just wanna show you each of these bags so you can get an idea as to whether this is a video you want to watch. This is the medium-sized bag. It is the LYMIA brand Sophie. This one is in nylon. It does come in leather as well, but I'm trying to keep price points as equivalent as possible. Obviously, a mini-sized backpack is going to be very different in price compared to larger bags. But the nylon Sophie and the 12Little companion that I'm going to show you next are very similar in terms of price, and I will put the prices down in the bottom corner here. This is a medium-sized bag, so this is what I think of as being really relevant when your kid is not in the tails of that graph, meaning when they're not newborns, because it would be a little too big, and not when they're like 4 years old and up, because sometimes this might even be too big for you then. This is great for that sort of peak of the graph that I showed you, where it is very useful for people who are medium packers who have kids in those middle age ranges where you haven't quite hit that peak yet where a large diaper bag might be best. But this can also work as a large diaper bag as well, depending on your needs. You have a zipper here in the front, a carry over the shoulder handle, and removable backpack straps. So this actually comes off down here and will tuck into the pocket. So if you're wanting to carry this over the shoulder and not have your backpack straps hanging down, you can do that. You have nice big insulated bottle pockets here on the side that are very spacious, so you can even fit big things like a Brewmate pint or even the Brewmate Rehydrate bottle. Those will fit really nicely in there. As for the inside, you have 2 slip pockets here on the front as well as a mesh pocket here. This is a great place for keeping diapering essentials because you can just get to them really quickly. It does come with a change pad. On the inside, you have 2 more roomy insulated bottle pockets, a zipper pocket here on the inside, and another slip pocket, which is made to actually be a tech pocket. So if you're wanting to throw a Kindle or an Amazon Fire tablet or an iPad, those will fit in there. Or this is also a great place for things that you're not gonna grab for a lot, but that's good to have, like a change of clothes and things of that nature. And of course, here on the back, you have 2 additional external pockets, 1 slip pocket here and 1 zipper pocket right here. And that is the LYMIA brand Nylon Sophie. Lastly, as the large bag I'm gonna show you today, this is the 12Little companion. This is in the denim print. I love this bag. It's just a really, really great bag. You have a slip pocket with a magnet here on the front, a nice roomy pocket right behind that comes with a key leash for keeping, usually you think of this as like the mommy pocket, so where you keep your wallet and things like that. You have another zipper pocket right up here, 2 roomy insulated bottle pockets on the outside, and a zipper pocket on the side over here. Here's a shot of the inside. This bag does also come with its own change pad. You have 2 slip pockets here in the front, 2 more slip pockets down in the back, and a nice big zipper back here as well. This is a very roomy bag, even if it doesn't seem that big here on camera. When I start packing some stuff up in here in a minute, you're gonna see just how big this bag really is. This was a go-to for me when I had both of my kids. I think like around 1 and 3, this bag was a really big go-to for me because I could put all that stuff in there that I was needing. So now that you've seen a little bit about what each of those bags are, I'm gonna line them all up right next to each other so that you can really see a size comparison. And I'm gonna grab a few things that tend to be put inside of diaper bags, like a Jujube Be Quick, a baby carrier, some bottles and cups and things like that, and just let you see how those things look placed inside of these bags, because I think that's gonna be important. Okay, so we're gonna start by just looking at these side by side because I think one of the important things to note, and that pictures don't do well in showing you when you look online, is that seen side by side, it doesn't look like a really big difference in terms of size in these bags. And I think that's because there's only really so much room this way that a human body can accommodate, so there's not a lot of room to work with in terms of making a bag taller or shorter. That's just my personal opinion, but you do have a lot more space this way to go, and I think that that's where these bags really show their difference. So let's turn them all on their sides first of all. Okay, so now when we look at them this way, we're able to see how much more they expand outwardly. This is going to be a really, really small bag with not much that's going to fit inside of it if you're looking for bigger objects, whereas this one will hold a lot more, and this one, especially since I'll show you, it will expand out so much. This is really where you get most of your room. Again, that's not to say that this is not a useful bag. It is a very, very useful bag. But for one, because it doesn't stretch out the way that these two will, at least not as far as these two will, you're not only limited in terms of how much height you get, but also how much width that you have to work with when packing. And although these bags still don't look all that different, let me show you this. When it comes to how much space you have to actually work with, the Itsy Ritzy Mini fits inside of the Nylon Sophie. And I've never tried this before, but we're gonna try it out today. All right, I had to squeeze it in there a little bit, but the Nylon Sophie will fit inside of the companion. So if you had any doubt, and here's how much this will, the Nylon Sophie is basically taking up the entirety of the inside of this bag, so that's how much this will expand. If you were feeling like maybe there's not a whole lot of size difference in those three bags, there you have it. We're having like a Russian doll situation with the bags here. So let's start by taking a few things that most moms will tend to carry with them and show you how it fits in each one of these bags. This is a Jujube Be Quick. If you aren't familiar with Jujube, really this is just, it's a pouch. A lot of people like to use this kind of pouch for diapers and wipes to be kind of their own little carrying case when you go to do diaper changes instead of taking the whole bag into the changing room. This is what a lot of parents tend to do. So let's look at it first in the Itsy Ritzy Mini. So as you can see here, the Jujube Be Quick is just about the full size of the Itsy Ritzy Mini. In fact, once you get that in there, if you have this packed with diapers and wipes, there's not a whole lot of room left, especially not in terms of height. You do have a little bit more space this way, as you can see. When you zip this back up, you still have all of this space here to work with, and of course, you'd be able to pack this up really well just by leaving the zippers halfway undone. But you are definitely not left with much space after that goes in there. Here is the Jujube Be Quick inside of the LYMIA brand Sophie. As you can see, already big step up in terms of how much space you have left over when that's in there. Still plenty of space on the top. You can also put this down horizontally and it fits like this. And lastly, here is the Jujube Be Quick inside of the 12Little companion. As you can see, that leaves lots of space in there for packing other essentials. And of course, it will go down this way as well. And there's how much space you have left over when that's down in there. We can do the same with the 12Little diaper changing station. If you've not seen this before, this has got a wipes case here on the front, a place to store your diapers and whatnot in here, and then a change pad that folds all the way out. Here that is inside of the Itsy Ritzy Mini, the Nylon Sophie, and the 12Little companion. Next, maybe you're interested in knowing how a baby carrier might fit inside of each of these bags. Listen, I do not have my big baby carriers anymore, but I do have this woven wrap. I know a lot of people are tending to use wraps and ring slings more than they are soft structured carriers, but I would say that my full buckle carrier, my soft structured carrier, probably when I wrapped it all up, was just a little bit bigger than this, not too much bigger. So at least this will give us some idea. If you are a baby wearing mom, I don't recommend this bag for when you're baby wearing if you're going to be needing to put your baby wearing stuff inside of the bag, because once that's in there, that's pretty much all your space is gone. This will fit inside of the LYMIA brand Sophie, and you've still got a good bit of space to work with here in front of it, on the side, and of course on the top as well. And here is that same wrap inside of the TWELVElittle companion. Still plenty of room to work with. Now again, having more room is not always a good thing, because if you're not packing a whole lot of stuff, you can see how quickly things will start getting lost inside of a big bag like this. But at least now you have an idea of how some of these items that you might already be aware of their sizing would fit inside of each one of these bags. I think the last thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a quick on the body to show you how each of these bags look when you wear them, because that's also going to be important. And I don't know the weight of each of these bags off the top of my head. So what I'm gonna do is down in the description box where I list each one of these, I will put their weight beside it as well as their dimensions so that you can take a look at that. So let me move the camera and show you what these look like on the body. Okay, just for the record, I am 5'5" and 130 pounds while you're looking at these on the body, okay? Here is the Itzy Ritzy Mini. As you can see, cute little moment. Definitely not gonna hold a whole bunch, but very cute and very comfy. Here is the LYMIA brand Sophie. As you can see, quite a bit bigger on the body, but still nice and lightweight because it's nylon. Also, since this can be worn over the shoulder, here is what that looks like. So this is the TWELVElittle companion. Again, much bigger on the body, but you do have some very padded straps, which definitely helps as this bag gets heavier, because these bags will get heavier and heavier the more you pack them up. At least this helps to distribute that weight and keep you feeling more comfortable. Alright everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you got here from the Medium article that was uploaded on this topic, I appreciate you being here. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch the video. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comment section. And as always, if you're looking for any of these bags, we do have the LYMIA brand Sophie in leather and nylon, which are sold exclusively at thesensiblemama.com. And we do also have the TWELVElittle companion in several prints as well. Love ya, mean it, always, mwah. And I'll see you in the next one.